Hello, and I want to warmly welcome you all to today's training. My name is Ruby, and I'm so happy to be your facilitator for this training today. So we're going to learn about Wiki quotes. But before then, I'm with my colleague, Peggy. Peggy, I don't know if you want to say hi. She's going to show us how to upload images on Wiki quotes pages. Peggy, would you want to say hi?
Yeah, thank you, Ruby. Hi, everyone. I'm Pelagia from Tanzania. I'll be leading on how to upload pictures on Wiki Common today. Yeah, thank you, Ruby.
Thank you. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Let me share my slide. Okay. I believe most of us, I don't know if any of us have heard of Wikicode. Wikicode is basically one of the sister projects. So Wikipedia sister project. And last year we had the opportunity to learn about Wikipedia. That's if it's the first time learning about Wikipedia. Bukola wants to say something, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I just want to remind you to use the slideshow because we can't really see. Yeah.
Sure, that's a good point. Awesome. Thank you. So Bukola is also part of the team. Bukola, would you say hi and blessings? Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Wiki, and it's so nice to.
Blessing, would you want to say hi?
Okay, hi. Can you hear me? My network is malfunctioning here. That's why I'm trying to use the chat. Okay, so everyone, welcome to today's training. We hope to learn a lot. So those that haven't joined, I don't know why they haven't, but we'll still send reminders on the group so they join. So we get everything all together like at once. So they don't come back listening to like the life is more preferable than watching videos later and all. So thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, blessings. Bye. Yeah. So like I said, we're going to learn about wiki codes. And as part of the She Said campaign, I mean, when we say She Said campaign, basically we are looking at how we can document quotes about notable women. So she said, what did she say? So that's what we are doing. And we usually, I mean, the She Said campaign usually focuses on wiki quotes, contributions on wiki quotes. So there are different types of quotes that we can put on it and increase visibility of women's voices on a platform such as this. And Wikimedia projects have been seen as a very notable platform for documenting these kind of stories and these kind of quotes about women. And so we're going to learn, how does this platform work? And like I said, my name is Ruby. I'm from Ghana, and I'm also part of the team supporting and going to be facilitating the section today. So we'll learn a little bit about it. So this is a very short presentation. We'll learn a little bit about what Wikicode is, how to contribute to Wikicodes, and tips for contributing, the policies, the styles, guidelines, and how you can get involved. So there are communities that you can join on Wikicode. We're going to share all those links with you, and also make sure that this presentation is made available to you for your reference. So what exactly is Wikicodes? If you would ask, so what is it like? What is it? It's a free database for codes. It opens, anyone can contribute to it and cite their sources. So it's open for everyone, just like Wikipedia tools. Wikicode is open for everybody to contribute to it. And so you can be a contributor on Wikicode. It's not for a specialized group of people. Okay, so everybody is welcome. And how do you, and why exactly do we contribute to wiki codes. So the reason why it's very important for us to contribute on this project is because it helps to improve the quality of quotes. Okay, there are lots of quotes. People are always saying things. Notable people have made like significant quotes that have weight, they carry meaning. Okay, but then all these quotes are scattered all over the place. But then if we are able to put them on a project like this, where it's focused on just consolidating quotes from different group of people, it helps it to also become easily accessible. Okay, it becomes easily accessible. And whenever we want to quote something on Wikiquote, there are certain things that we need to also check. We need to check the sources. We learned last week about Wikipedia, what kind of sources we can use, and how what are the rules that are backing Wikipedia. And the reason why it's important for us to teach you about Wikipedia as a foundation, especially if you're a newbie, to understand how the ecosystem, it provides that kind of foundational block for you to contribute to other Wikimedia projects. So if you are able to know the foundation that we use to contribute to Wikipedia, it's kind of similar across other projects. Okay, so it helps you to learn how to contribute to Wikiquote. So one of the things that you also need to check very well is the sources. Where is the sources coming from? Okay, they are very important. Is it a news website? Is it YouTube? So for Wikiquote, we could use YouTube. That's if there's a video of the person saying the quotes. Okay, if there's a video of the person saying the quotes, we can, add it and also provide context. When you add a quote to a Wikiquote, be sure to include, the context of the quote. This will help readers to understand the meaning. Okay, what is the context? For instance, we are going to write a quote about a notable woman. It's very important to help us to understand who this woman is. What exactly, like a brief background helps us to appreciate the quotes that is being said. It helps you to appreciate like the information that is being written about. And use neutral language. Okay, so quote is a quote. And it's a quote. It's not something you're going to rewrite. But then when you are writing about the description or the context of where the quote is coming from, who the person is, you always have to make sure that you're using a neutral language, like we learned during the Wikipedia training. Okay. Also try to proofread, make sure that whatever information that we are adding there, it's sort of like valid. It's not just like something that we don't even know where it's coming from. And also, it's not supposed to be like a novel quote. Like I just quoted something and then I want to put it on Wikiquote. It's not a place where we are documenting new quotes. Okay, it's supposed to be a place where we are documenting quotes that has already been published, either on a website, on YouTube, in books, and all of that. Okay. One of the things that is ways to easily access these quotes that we are looking at is to use the search bar. So whenever you go to the Wikiquote search bar, we'll demonstrate that you can search for a quote of a particular person. If you know the name of the person, you can use the name of the person to search for it, or you can use the quotes. You can quote it and search to see if that quote exists on Wikiquote, and you'll be able to know if it actually exists or not. And we also use the browser. You can use the browse by category feature. It's also a very, very good feature to search for quotes. And it's lovely. Like you can search for quotes of people who were born in the 1980s. You can search for quotes of women who are active in Africa or in Asia or in whatever country. Okay. So the category also sort of like categorize quotes into different thematic areas. And you can use the browse by random feature. So that one, it's freestyle. Okay, so there are different ways that you can use to browse the quotes. So she said, what exactly she said, why are we making so much noise about it? So she said it's a campaign that is run by Wiki Loves Women. So Wiki Love Women is a campaign that seeks to promote women agenda on Wikimedia projects, increase visibility of women on Wikimedia projects. So she said is a campaign under Wiki Loves Women. So if you want to know more about them, you can just Google Wiki Loves Women and you will have so many information about Wiki Love Women. So how do you contribute to Wikicode? If you have questions, you can start leaving them in the chat. So how do you contribute to Wikicode? First of all, you need to find a quote you want to contribute to. And I always say that, how do you find, first of all, ask yourself, are you going to find a quote? Because note that you're not the only person contributing on Wikicode, okay? Yeah, other people who are also contributing on Wikicode. And so it's always important to always cross-check to see if the quote that you're going to put on there isn't already existing. And I mentioned about how you can check if the quote exists or find whether the quote exists. So you can either search for the person who mentioned the quote or who said the quote in the search bar to check if that person has a page already. If the person has a page already, look at the quotes that has been documented and compare it to the quote that you want to add. If there is a gap, it's an opportunity to just fill it up and then add the sources, okay? And one thing I like about Wikicode is that you don't have to stress yourself too much like Wikipedia article writing. You know, it's just the same thing. You're not supposed to paraphrase it. It's a quote. That's the interesting thing about it. And once it's a quote, we are just adding this exactly the same as the person has said, okay? And then you just add a citation. So if there's a page about the individual already, all that you need to do is just add the quote that is missing. Okay, there are some notable people, they have a lot of quotes. They've said so many things which you can include. And sometimes it could be an interview that has been published, okay? And the person was talking in an interview and then said a famous quote, you know, it's a quote. So this is one of the ways that you can find a quote that you want to contribute on Wikicode. Also, find a source for it. So if you're using the internet to search, of course, there will be a link that you could use as a reference or as a source of information. But then if you're using a book, then you have to also like cite the book. So depending on which material you're using, some people also use YouTube, okay? If there's a quote about the person on YouTube, the person is saying it live on YouTube, where the person quoted that quotes, said that quotes, you can just, you know, link the YouTube link and it's acceptable, okay? So you add the citation and submit the quote in the citation. This is just how simple writing on Wikicode is. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So just make sure that whatever that you're doing or putting on Wikicode is accurate, is comprehensive, and be consistent with the format. So anytime you're going to add some other quotes on Wikicode, make sure that the format, you know, you are being consistent with the format, okay? And also be patient. Just take your time and navigate it. It's really very interesting. Even if you have to add one quote a day, that's 7 quotes in a week. So there are some policies that Wikicode, you know, it's run on. And the first one is no original research. And when we say no original research, what we are basically saying is that it shouldn't be novel. I think I mentioned it in my previous slides. Like I'm there and I just quoted something. I mean, most of us here are very instrumental in quoting or developing quotes instantly, you know. Yeah, so I have some of my colleagues back in school. They can just come up with some quotes and they really make sense. But then we can't document those quotes until they have been either published, recorded, and also they should be from notable people, because Wikipedia is not documenting every quote in the world. If not, it loses its significance. Okay. So we want to quote notable, people. Imagine you are going for a speech. Let's say you are standing for presidency, okay, or you're standing for SRC president or school president, and now you want to add some quotes to your speech to make it weighty. I'm sure you're not going to use your colleagues' quotes. You're going to look for either Nelson Mandela's quotes, quotes that people can connect with. Like, these people are people that, are notable. They've done so much in the world. They've contributed so much in the world, and people like to quote their words. Okay. These are the quotes that we want to use. Notable people that, have influence in our world, and we want to highlight them on Wikipedia. So not something that is new. Try not to be, use quotes that are more of hate speech. Those quotes are not uplifting. They only cause war in our world. We don't want to increase visibility of those kind of things that, divides us instead of uniting us as a people. We want to do less of those kind of speeches. So you would want to go for more positive quotes than the negative ones. Yeah, so don't contribute for the sole purpose of promoting yourself or your organization, okay? Some people, they are trying to use Wikimedia platform as a promotion center. Try to avoid that, because Wikipedia platform is not a place for PR or promotion or any kind of thing like that. Okay. Yeah. And be respectful to other contributors. And sometimes when you are new in Wikimedia, we say, be respectful, so that people don't understand. It can be really rough on Wikipedia, especially if you are trying to contribute something that you think makes sense. And then somebody comes and say, tax is for speedy deletion, or it's like, what is this that you're putting on the platform? It can be really frustrating, but you need to be kind to each other, okay? Whether you're an administrator or you are a contributor, you need to be kind to each other, kind in your words. If you want to, if your article has been deleted for some reason, don't go back insulting the person. Just ask for clarity if you don't have, if you don't understand why that quote has been deleted. So there are some style guidelines, but then when you look at all the wiki codes, you realize that the style is not all of them that follow the same style guidelines and all of that. But always try that every code that you add on wiki code should have the author's name included. Okay. Make sure that the quotes is italicized. You see that some codes do have that, some codes don't have that. For some reason, everybody's contributing from a different perspective, or the way that they've been taught how to contribute to it. So it's not a hard and fast rule. That's why it's a collaborative project. Other people will come and improve it. So the title of the source should be included. The publication date of the source should be included. The citation should be enclosed in parentheses. Okay, when we get to the practical section, we're doing. I think if there are buttons that allows us to do all of those things easily. So this is an example of a quote. We'll be wrapping up with the presentation and go straight to the practical. So this is the quote, an example of a quote. Okay, so unlike the usual, let's say I'm writing a quote about Nkoma, or which other women have said significant, let's say Susan Anthony, you're writing a quote about her, or Elizabeth Cady. you're writing a quote about her, you usually see the woman's name and all of that. But that's not the only way you can contribute to wiki quotes. You can also contribute to wiki quote based on thematic topics. Okay. So for instance, we want to gather quotes about women's rights, and that's what what we care about. So this particular kind of quote like this, you would see that it has different kinds of women who have mentioned or said something regarding women's rights. Okay. So this is also one way. So you can, we have women in religion, women in Islamic quotes, Christian women's quotes, different kinds of women's quotes categories have been created. So if you find a useful area where you think we can gather quotes around a particular theme like this, it's something that you can also create. Okay. And then people can start adding quotes from different people. Let's go to the second type of quotes. Okay, so this quote has to do with an individual. Okay, unlike the first one, it was like a theme where different women's quotes are being gathered under. And this is, see, unlike this one is focusing on women's rights. So this particular one is focusing on the individual. So this is King Rania of Jordan. Okay, there's a brief description about her. And then we have the quote. Okay, and it says it's a start, so it needs more improvements. We need to have more information about the introduction. So this is a way you can even improve quotes, even if you don't have wiki quotes, a quote to add. What you can do on wiki quotes is to try to improve descriptions and all of that, like the introduction of the person, Queen Rania. You see, there's just a brief, just a line of introduction, which is not enough for us to understand who she is. So there will be a great opportunity to add more information about her. And then she's said quite a number of quotes. And then there are some interviews that she's done. You know, when people do interviews, they try to say some of the things. And some of the things that they say and offhand, sometimes they are not even planned. Like they make sense. They become quotes, okay, that we can reference. So these are also ways that we can reference quotes, and make sure that you are always adding the link at the end. So another way, if you're familiar with the Wikimedia space or Wikimedia interface, you realize that you have a sandbox. If you don't know what a sandbox is basically like a safe place where you can test your article editing skills, okay, or put your rough work. You can always go back to it to improve. And the reason why it's safe, because nobody has, it's not going to show on the main page, okay, where people search for it and they will find it easily. It's not going to appear on the main page, so you can always work on it on your own. So if you are new and you want to do more practice, you can always practice with your sandbox. So there are Wikicode communities you can join. If you don't know about it, I'm here to tell you. So there's a Wikicode community portal. The link is here. I'll let my colleagues share the link after. When we are done, we can share the presentation. All the links are on the presentation slides. There are also meetings that you can attend. So, oh, what did I do? So if you look at this link, there are meetings, she said meetings, and other meetings that are upcoming trainings that you can join to learn more. You can also review other people's contributions. Like I told you, I showed you there's a step in that article is a step. So you can add more flesh to parts that are needed, or try to, adjust the format, try to arrange it, because some of the pages look a little bit messy sometimes. So what you can do is also make it look beautiful and readable. And then there's a Wikicode Village Form. And Wikicode Village Form is a place where if you have issues with the Wikicodes platform, or you want to suggest improvements for the Wikicode platform, you could always do that. Okay, you can always do that. And so if you have suggestion, any brilliant ideas, or you want to know more, you want to find something that you're not finding, you can always go to the village form and make your submission, and then you have other people attend to you. Good. So we are almost at the end of the presentation slide, and we are going to move straight to the practical so that we can get our hands moving. But then if you have questions, this is the time to ask the question. I don't know if there are any questions coming in. Okay, so whilst we are trying to explore the questions, let's go to Wiki Codes. So how do we go to Wiki Codes? I don't know if anybody can see my screen. I need to know if you can see that I'm typing Wiki Codes. Okay, good. That's awesome. I'm glad that you can see. So you go to Wiki Codes. We are going to Wiki Codes, okay? Let's go to Google search. Okay, somebody has a question. So Chima, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, good evening.
Hi,
No, sorry.
no worries.
Okay, I'm fine. I dropped a question in the chat box, but they said probably you reply later or something. I don't know if you can check it, or I should just say it.
Just say, just say, just say. All right. You can just say,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was asking if the quote must be a quote written or said by a person, like a particular person, or can it be a quote generated by you? Like you just felt like this quote deserves to go out, like other people deserves to see it, or must it just be a quote that um comes from a particular person? Definitely, it has citation and reference or something.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So, Wiki code, just like Wikipedia, thrives on notability. And so if I was a notable subject, I'm not saying that we are all not important, but we all understand when we say notability, okay? So if I was a notable subject, of course, if that quote, maybe I said it during an interview or a publication or in a book, and those things have been published, we could put it on Wikicode. And I emphasize published. Published, it could be published on YouTube, it could be published on a website usually, and something that people can verify. Like we learned from the foundation of Wikipedia. Wikipedia Foundation seems to like cut across some of the Wikipedia projects, especially when it comes to referencing. It should be something that is verifiable. Somebody should be able to verify where is this code coming from. And there's a link here. This is the code, okay? But I've not considered myself as I'm meeting that kind of Wikimedia standard yet of notability to read documents, and I don't know if I have any quotes yet. Maybe I've quoted something, but nobody cares because nobody is publishing me. Okay, so let's go by quotes that have been published. The subject is notable in the first place, because if it's not a notable person, that article can be deleted. Can be deleted. And if we are not having references to back the quote, that quote will be deleted. So these are the two important things: the referencing and also notability. I hope that is clear.
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to briefly go about your Wikicode article. So we go to Wikicode. Let's say this is Wikicode. Okay, so I've seen the Wikicode, so I click on Wikicode. So one thing that you should know is that Wikicode comes in different languages, just like Wikipedia. But then Wikipedia has far advanced in the number of languages that it has. So when you come to Wikicode, you don't expect the same number of languages because not all the languages that are on Wikipedia are on Wikicode. So you might want to check, especially if you are very much interested in writing in your local language. You might want to check that, hey, is that language actually on Wikicode like it is on Wikipedia? If it's not, then it's going to be an opportunity to start a language Wikicode. Okay, it's going to be on it, but that's a process. One day we're going to show you how to do that. I think Tochi has a lot of experience in doing that, and I think during the Wiki for Human Rights, we're trying to help communities set up their language wiki, but you know, not everybody have that capacity to go through all the wahala involved. I don't know if it's so stressful, but I haven't tried it before. So if your language is not showing here, these are like top contributed languages on Wikipedia, and they always show at the top. If you want to check if your language is there, I don't see Igbo, I don't see Tree, I don't see all of those. And let's check further to see if those languages exist. So I go to read wiki quotes in your language. So let's check further. Okay, so who can find his language? I don't see a lot of the African languages, which means that there's a lot of opportunities for us to add more languages. Okay, there's Igbo here. So those who love to, okay, Bukola wants to add something. Come ahead.
Yeah, I also want to say that you can just search directly from the box, the search box, by clicking on the language options there.
Exactly. So you can check in the search box to find out if your language exists. If it doesn't exist, don't worry too much about it because Wikicode is also growing in the number of languages. And so you can find an opportunity where you can feel if you are interested in starting that language wiki. Of course, there's so much opportunity to do that. Okay. So yeah, so you can always search in the search bar also. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to learn more. Oh my God. We're going to learn more on the Wikicode in English as a starting point. I contribute more in English language. So whichever language that you contribute to, you can always go to that place. And yeah, so when you come to Wikicode, this is it. There are some codes that have been highlighted, blah, 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 all of these wonderful people that are saying wonderful stuff. So let me show you how to edit one Wikicode. So I'm going to show you one. So I put an example here. Let's say this. I don't know if you are on the She Said Africa Wiki Women. She Said page, but then we have a She Said page. So when you go to the She Said page, I don't know if Peggy, you can share the links with them or
I will share some.
you share, okay. When you go to the She Said page, we have some article lists here, wonderful article lists. You can add them, you can check. For some of them, the red links, some of them are having pages on Wikipedia already, and so you can take the introduction of Wikipedia to be like the introductory of the person, and then you can start adding quotes. Okay, for some of them they might not have quotes. I've explored, I think a couple of them. Some people are notable, but the truth is that they don't have quotes. They are not saying anything that is capturing people's attention as quotes. So it becomes difficult when you try to put them on Wikicode, even though they are notable subjects. Then you realize that there's no quote about them on the internet. Nobody is publishing anything. In such a situation, if you publish that whole page, it might come down because you haven't added any quote until you find a quote about the person. I mean, that that's the fact that the person is on Wikipedia doesn't mean it would stay on Wikipedia. That's what we should learn. So let me explore this example like I found here. I picked this lady, Adameba Konare. I hope I pronounce it rightly. Sorry. I'm not so good at pronouncing names. I'm just trying. Okay, so I try to search for the person first. Okay, because I want to know if the name, the page exists. Oh, wow. So when I searched for the person, Adamba. So is it the same person? This is very tricky. Showing results for Adamba Conrad, and this is Kunare. Let me see if it's, oh, it doesn't even exist. Okay, so it doesn't exist. It says create the page Adamba Kunare. So we are creating a page for a person. Okay, so this is not like a thematic page, but this is like for this particular person. That also means that all the quotes we are going to be adding has to do with this person's quote, and that's all we care about. If it's a thematic page like women in religion quotes, or women in Islamic quotes, or women's rights quotes, then we can have different women who are saying quotes about women's rights. But this is just about this person. So we're going to create a page. It says create the page. Because it's not there, it means that this is a whole, if it was there already, you would have just looked at which of her quotes are missing, and then it doesn't exist. So let's create this page. It says creating Adamba Konari. Okay. Awesome. So who is this person? We want to know who the person is before even we think about the quotes, because that's very important. I mean, we don't want to quote people who are suicide bombers. Do you? Imagine, everybody wants to quote people who are, at least have some kind of reputation for themselves, but not people who have done the world so evil. I mean, unless there's a special reason why you want to quote, that's why the person has repented. Fine. So yeah, I want to go on Wikipedia. Okay, to make my work easier, I want to see if that person, so I go to Wikipedia. I want to see if that person exists on Wikipedia, so that I don't have to reinvent the whole introduction again. If she doesn't exist on Wikipedia, then that means I'll have to do a research to find out who she is. So I'm going to English Wikipedia first, and search for the name. I hope that it exists. Okay. Hey, wow. I didn't even check that it's there. Okay, so the person actually exists on Wikipedia, which makes our work even much more easier. First, to be on Wikipedia means that you are already notable, okay? You have met Wikipedia's standard of notability, but it doesn't mean that if you are not on Wikipedia, you're not notable. It could be that we've not just written about you on Wikipedia. But if the person exists on Wikipedia, what I'm going to do right now is to try to copy this first introduction, okay? Adambe Konare, born 1st May 1947 in Single, Mali, is a Malian historian and writer who is married to Alpha blah blah blah. So yeah, it's definitely a woman. Okay, so I copy this section of the introduction, and then I come straight to this introduction and then paste it. Okay, I hope we are following, but then it doesn't end there. Make sure that every citation that was included is also copied. So I click here and copy the link, and then come to this side again. This is where the citation was added. Okay, so I set citation. So the interface of Wiki quotes is just the same, similar to Wikipedia. So if you're wondering how you write on Wikipedia, it's the same style. Okay, there's no any format. Okay. Let me see. So let me add a link quickly. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. No, I'm looking for the citation. Where is it? Just a moment, please. What's over this? Okay. Good. So I add the link. Let me look at the second paragraph. Okay, there's another link here at the end of this statement. Okay, so I add the link again. Okay, bear in mind that they've already done the first work, your first research for you. If you want to add more to the description, if it's not enough for you, you can always add more description to give more volume to it. Okay. Let me see if I'm doing the right thing. Okay. So this link comes before that statement. So which means that this link is supposed to come, let me see. The first link is supposed to come after the Malian historian. Okay, got it. Okay. So let's go to her quotes. So we click the quotes. Then I highlight it and put a header on it. Okay, so we are now going to document the quotes. So I want to bullet it. Okay, it's always good to bullet the quotes because each quote works differently. So when I click on the bullet quotes, I come to, so I searched for her on the internet and I think I found this quote about her. So one thing that you can do, since you're doing, I mean, she doesn't even exist in the first place, you can always go to the internet. So open your search bar, put her name there and say quotes by this, so and so and so. Let's see. Quotes by Adame. Okay, so there are probably some quotes about her that we can use on the internet. But then when I did my research, I found this quotes about her on this website. Okay. So I found this quotes about her. So I copied the quotes. So this was the quote I found on the website, this website. Okay. It says she has made herself popular for saying once on French channel, the hen knows the sun has risen and yet let the rooster sing. Wow, such a striking quote. And we can make a lot of meaning out of it. It's a very striking one. So she became popular because of this quote. You know, She became popular because of this quote. So this is a very good quote. She doesn't even have a wiki quote article. So we just started the wiki quote article, and we're going to reference this popular quotes that actually made her very popular. Okay. So I've copied the quotes and I pasted. Okay. Then I need to add a citation. Where exactly did I find this quote? I go back to the website and click on the search button and back to the page, and it says that's a link. So this gives us to the third reference. Okay. So anybody who wants to, find the quotes, where this quote is coming from, we always have a verifiable. I mean, it's verifiable. You can always verify where to find that quote. Okay. So we've added one quote. We want to do our publication. We can add as many quotes. All depends on you, how you're adding your research and all of that. Okay. Another thing that we can do, because it's on Wikipedia, we can always search, add a link of their bio page on Wikipedia. Okay. Okay, it doesn't exist on Wikipedia yet, but then we can add the Wikipedia page link, I guess. So she's on Wikipedia, so that those who want to read more about her life story, anything else, you can always add to it. If you're interested in adding a little bit about her life story, you can add to it to give more context about the person, but it shouldn't be like putting the whole Wikipedia on this place. No, that's not the focus. Okay, it's not the focus at all. So don't go and carry the whole Wikipedia page and put here. Okay, so we can try to link the page. So for those who want to read about her, you can go to Wikipedia to read more about her. Yeah, let's publish and see. So we said what's created a new Wiki quotes page. And I'm sure there are other quotes that she has said that can be added. Okay. The other quotes that she has said that can be added. Let me see something. So let me see something. Okay, good. I was looking for this button. Is there any question to where we've gotten to before we move on? We'll show you how we can add an image also. Is there any question? Peggy, is anybody putting anything in the chat for us? So, okay, so there is
Please, I have a question.
okay. Can you go ahead with your question? Can you ask your question? So if you're using the source editor, actually, when you see this, it's like add your reference, okay? And you see that it puts the cursor in the middle, which says that add the link to your reference. So you just add the link to your reference here. let me see. This brackets are not necessary. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Refugee. Okay. So go to the section. You see, add your reference. This is how I want to cite it. So that the references drop down. Okay. Then okay. So make sure that they are not backwards. Good. Is there any question at this point? I think I like the source editing interface because I'm able to see the reference easily than I don't know why the visual editor, I don't know. It's only showing me this link, which is not necessarily the one for inserting the references. Yeah.
You see in there's a lady who wanted to ask a question.
Okay, let's take the question. Can you ask your question?
Question.
Or can you drop the question in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. So are we good at where we've gotten to? Are we good to go? Do we want to find another quote about her, or should we check another person, like a second example? Okay, let's go and do one more example. Go to the Wiki She Said page, and you would see that there are a number of article lists here. Okay. So we've done the first one. There's so many that we can do. Done the first one. Let's check for the second person to see if we can create another one. Okay, so this person, Adam. So she's on Wikipedia. She's on Wikipedia. Okay, so let's check on Wikipedia if she is there. So you can look at this article and add more quotes to it if you want. Let's see if somebody hasn't created this already. So nobody has created this already. So it says create page. Sono Dao. Okay. So go to the page. So the person doesn't exist on Wikicode, but it looks like she has a wiki page. So we'll just go and create the page. It's so easy. Like you don't need to even sweat. Create the wiki page. Let's go to the Wikipedia page. It's already done a brief introduction with links, references. What we know, this is enough for us to use on Wikicode. So we copy this whole section, come to Wikicode, add it. Okay. So what we're going to add next is the references. So we go back to the first reference is here. So we click on copy link. But then we need to always make sure that the person, if the person doesn't have any code, we might not publish on Wikicode because there's no point bringing just that biography. Wikicode is not a second Wikipedia page, okay? So there'll be no point. But then let's hope that, I don't know if we can we all start searching if this person has a quote on the internet so that it makes it easier for us to know that we can move forward with the person. So the first link is here, politician. So let's go to politician. Okay, so um, um, let me see. Can we check the quotes? If the person has a quote, let me do the heading of the quote. Okay, good. So I need to insert. I like the visual, the source editing for this because I don't know where to find. I don't know. The interface needs to be improved for the visual editing because I'm not seeing the citation. Yeah. Okay, so I put it here. The first link citation is here. So I go to this symbol is basically like add citation. Okay, so it gives me the parentheses where I'm supposed to add the link to the citation. I've already copied the link. I just insert it. Okay. Once I insert it, you see that the visual editor is showing you how it's looking at. So if there's an error, it would show you that there's an error. Okay. So let's go to the second reference, which is okay. The same reference is here and under Paris, France. Okay. So Paris, France, we insert the same reference here. So I click on the same thing. It's so easy. It gives you don't move your cursor, okay? Just paste it because it just takes your cursor in between the reference code. So all that you need to do, don't move an inch, just paste your reference there and then you see that it's cool. Then let's go to the next link, which is this link. Copy link. So I go back. Where was that? I think the last sentence. Copy, insert. Take on this pen, just insert. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So let's look at the quotes that we want to let's see how it looks in the visual editor. Good, beautiful. So what are the quotes that we want to add about this person? So I go to the internet, but then I'm assuming that I should have done this research to know, before I move on with the person. Now we're doing live editing, so so let's say quotes by Bernadette Sanodo. And sometimes if the quote is in another language and you are good at translation, you can translate it, okay, into English. And that's perfect. That's fine. Just make sure that when you are translating into English, you are translating the adjective so that it's not meaning something else other than what it actually means. Okay. I don't know if anybody have found a quote about this person. I think it's a French person, right? Wow. Because I see that maybe our French people here will help us. Is somebody saying anything in the chat? Okay. Okay, I think this lady is a French. So a lot of the information are in French. So you might want to always check for the language so that you're not stuck, like what I'm seeing, like how I'm stuck right now. Okay, let me see. I don't know how to write a quote in French. Um, how do you say quotes in French? Um, let me see this, if we can get something to say about her. And then we'll have to translate it. So, it will still be very difficult for me to understand. Let me see. Okay, it says translate to English. Okay. Hope that it can translate. It's not working. Oh, shit. Okay, but that's just the basic simple step. I don't know if we gotten the steps, but this is how simple it is. The page is not allowing for translation. That makes it difficult for us to try to understand the French. I don't know if anybody here in French, but yeah, that's basically it. So all these French pages are not translating. Okay, no problem. But then this is just how, this is just how it works. Okay. So I don't know if Peggy is ready, but if we have more questions. So Peggy is going to teach us how to upload images on Wikimedia Commons, and then you can add those images to the Wikicode articles. Because some of these women already have pictures, some do not. But then if you do have a picture, as you're saying, you see, the women, they don't have pictures on Wikipedia articles, unlike the men. So there's so much gap around the men. No picture to even see these women, to understand who they are and all of that. And we're having the same issue on Wikicode. So it's also a good opportunity to find, if you have pictures of these women in a book, you can take those pictures, upload them on Wikipedia Commons. They become your property. I mean, they are public figures. So you can take a picture from a book and upload it, or something like that. Or you've gone for an event, you can take those pictures and upload it, and increase visibility of these pictures on Wiki codes. Because a lot of our women, we don't see them on Wikipedia platform projects. Yeah. I hope that we have understood the basic steps to contributing to Wiki codes. I wouldn't want to move on to publishing those because the content is in French. I need to do proper research before I think of publishing it. So I've held on to that. But then, for instance, something like this, we can continue to add quotes. I've added one quote. We can continue to add more quotes about the person. And then when you look at the article list on the She Said page, I believe Peggy has shared the link. You see that there are more women that we can write about, more women. And we hope that you contribute more so that we can celebrate you at the end of the campaign. We're hoping to celebrate people who create a flyer, to celebrate top contributors on this campaign. So we hope that you be among the people who have helped to bridge knowledge gap about women on Wikimedia projects. And that brings me to the end of this session about Wikicodes, and I believe that it was helpful for you, and you can learn more, in the coming weeks. Yeah. Peggy, are you okay? Are you ready to take a look at here?
Yeah, thank you so much, Ruby, for the wonderful presentation. I hope all of us now we are good to go for the Wiki Quotes campaign. You can find the list of women which you were wishing to write about their quotation on our meta page. We shared the link already in our Africa Wiki Women meta page. So in case you still have a question about Wiki quote, you can ask Ruby, or you can drop your comment on the chat. Yeah. Then we still have more things to add on the Wiki quote, probably on our next meeting. Let's say category to link this she said campaign with Wikipedia. So don't miss our next session and our coming session. So welcome to another session of our Wiki Common, how we can upload a picture on a Wiki Common. Ruby, can you make me as a host? Can I share my link, my screen?
Okay, sure. Let me do that. First, before, maybe next week we'll do more of the how to search for women using categories and all of that. You can use the category search to search for different kinds of women on Wikipedia. We'll go into details more next week, or if you have a little time after Peggy's on, we can do them. So let me make you a host, Peggy. Okay, then.
Hey Ruby, can I share my screen? Yes, I can share my screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Can you check on that screen? Because it's disabled.
Oh. You are the host now, I guess.
It says like host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh.
This is,
Have
I
I
don't know.
else a host? Is anybody here who have made a host mistakenly? Okay, let me wait for it. I'm gonna make you
Okay, Bukola, if not, you can share my screen.
you get
You can share the slide.
you get notification to be the host. You get the notification to be a host.
I'm a host now, but I cannot share my screen.
Oh.
Can you check on the screen sharing?
Can we mute? I think some people are muted. Adamu, can you mute for us? I'm not sure what the challenge is. I'm not able to. Yeah, I'm coming. So let me see. Can we mute, please? Adamu. Or if you don't mind, I can share. I can share for you the slide.
Okay.
If you can share with me, I don't know. Because I'm able to share it. Adamu, do you have a question? I'm able to share. Let me try one more time and make you a host and see. Because if I reclaim the host, I'm able to share. But then Okay, so I think you have joined with 2 links. So it's either Peggy, which of them? It's either I'm giving the host to the wrong, maybe your phone or something like that. Do you see? Okay.
Hey Ruby, can you change like a host privilege to another name?
Yes, I've made you a
Let me
host. You have joined with 2 devices, so it could be that I gave it.
Yes, now it's fine. Thank you.
Now it's fine. Okay. Because I was giving it to
Yeah.
the other Peggy. Like, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Okay, this is introduction to Wikimedia Commons. Wikimedia Commons is a media file repository making available public domain and free licensing educational media content such as image, sound, video clips to everyone in their own language. It's among the projects of Wikimedia Foundation. So Wikimedia Commons is a sister project of Wikimedia Foundation. In Wikimedia Foundation, we have different ongoing projects. As Ruby said, Wikicode is among Wikimedia Foundation project, and also Wikimedia Commons is also a project of Wikimedia Foundation. So this week in Wikimedia Commons, there's a media files which is available publicly. Anyone can access it, anyone can use it. All media files on Wikimedia Commons can be used by anyone, including commercially, and each media file has information about which license it uses. So whatever the information is on Wiki Commons, there's different license uh, which is available there for you to use. It might be like a non-commercial, commercial, and so on. We go and see the different licenses for Wikimedia Commons. The most common license used are created by Creative Commons, which require the author to be credited. Public domain is used to refer the content that is not protected, means that anyone can use that content. That is a public domain content. Then there are some things to consider while uploading the files in Wikimedia Commons. First thing you have to check is it really your own work? Not all work you have created actually your own work. Make sure that the work you have created is actually allowed here. So not everything you can post it on Wikimedia Commons. For instance, I have my good pictures. Probably I can have a good picture of me, like I can post it on Instagram, social TikTok, or like this social media. So it's not allowed like you post wherever you think that is fine for me, I can post it in Wikimedia Commons. Not really. You need to find something. There are some rules which make us to upload any picture on Wikimedia Commons. Is it suitable here? Commons. So ask yourself before posting that picture, is this picture useful in for Wikimedia Foundation or for other people, since it's a public domain? Is this a useful picture for other users? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Then another thing to consider is our file format. Commonly only allow specific file format to be uploaded. So there's a different formats which is allowed to upload in Wikimedia Commons. Not all formats can be uploaded on Wikimedia Commons. Different types of formats which can be uploaded in Wikimedia Commons. We have, if it's an image, we have different formats such as SVG, Sorry. Can you make yourself Adam? Hello, Adam. Ruby, can you mute Alan?
Peggy, can you mute, because you have the host privilege, you can mute him.
Let me see.
Please, let's keep our phones muted.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to see.
it's Adamu.
Mm, Adam. Yeah, okay. So, so So if it's in case of image, we are used like in PNG format, JPEG, GIF some other time, TIFF, but mostly common we use with the PNG format and JPEG in case of image. There's also the option of uploading audio, video, animation, and 3D structures, of which most of us we don't know the 3D and all. So main things which we are used to upload in Wiki Common is image, audio, and video. So in case of audio, common format which is allowed on a Wiki Common is the MP3 for audio. The other things I don't think you are familiar with, but if your audio is in form of MP3, it's allowed to be uploaded in Wiki Common. If it's a video, we also allowed to upload webmail formats, by say like a WebM by using VP8 or VP9 video codec. So once you'll be familiar on uploading the image in Wikicommon, you'll be also able to upload a video. So for starting, let's just go with image, then later on go with audio and video. Oh, sorry. Okay. Then people uploading their own work can be head straight to upload wizard. You need to be logged in if you have an account. Choose a meaningful, descriptive destination file name. Files cannot be easily renamed, so try to get it right for the first time. So while you're uploading your pictures, let's say picture, video, or audio on Wikicommon, you just go straight to upload wizard. So you go to Wikicommon, Wikimedia Commons, then upload wizard. The first thing you have to consider, you need to have an account on Wikimedia Commons. But for nowadays, the same account which you are using for Wikipedia can be used in Wikimedia Commons. So all Wikimedia Foundation projects can be used by only one name. Probably you might create an account in Wikipedia. So the same account can be used in Wiki Commons. Also, they say like it's not easy to rename the file. So make sure that you are right in terms of renaming, description, and all that. Make sure that it's correct before uploading, because once you upload it, it's not easy for you to rename it or deleting it or doing anything after publishing it. So something else you have to consider is the description of the file. Information is required to understand the meaning of the file. Let's say it's a picture for, let's say, for someone who is notable. Let's say, for instance, our president is Samia Suluhu Hassan. If it's a picture for Samia Suluhu Hassan, you need, before publishing it, you need to give the description of that particular file. This is Samia Suluhu Hassan. What is the meaningful of this picture? Probably, let's say Samia was in the, let's say in a conference or whatsoever. So you need to give out the description of the file. Then the last thing to consider is that choosing the license. We have different Creative Commons license, and I will show you how to choose different Wikimedia license. So we have different license. Are we good so far? Ruby and anyone, you might just spend too fast or just time.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to Wikimedia Commons. There's a CC by attribution license. This license permits the use of the work for any purpose. even commercially, and even its modified form, with one condition: give attribution to the creator. So you can just go to, probably you can just go to Wikimedia Commons and find any and search any picture you can see there. So at the end of the picture, there is a Creative Commons license. So there's this license. You choose once you're uploading the picture. There's a at the end there's a logo for license. We might find CC BY. So if it's written CC BY, meaning that this license permit the use of the work, for any purpose, commercially, and even modified. So you can modify it, or you can use it for commercial purposes, but in one condition: you have to give the attribution to the creator, meaning that this work is from Peggy. This is Peggy's work. So that is the meaning of attribution. Use it by any means, but you have to give the attribution to the creator. Also, attribution, that we have another license, that is the attribution share alike license. This license enables the reusers to distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon the material in any medium or format, as long as attribution is given to the creator. License allows for commercial use. If you remix, adapt, or build upon the material, you must license the modified material under identical term. That is CC BY SA alike. Include the following elements: give the attribution to the creator, but also provide any adaptation. Sorry. So, and then provide any adaptation available under the same or compatible license. This is the CC BY share alike. Then we have attribution non-commercial license, CC BY non-commercial license. This license permit the use of work with two conditions: give attribution to the creator, use it only for non-commercial purpose. Don't use it for commercial. Also, you have to give the attribution to the creator. Okay. Then another license is attribution and commercial share alike license. This license permit the use of work with three conditions: give attribution to the creation, provide any adaptation available under the same or compatible license, use only for non-commercial purposes. Then we have attribution no derivative license. This license permits the use of work with two conditions: no adaptation or derivatives, give attribution to the creator. So you can say almost all these licenses, you have to give attribution to the creator. Then we have the last one, attribution non-commercial, no derivative license. This license, the most restrictive, permits the use of a work with three conditions: give attribution to the creator, use it only for non-commercial purposes, no adaptation or derivatives. That's the Wikimedia license. So you can find this picture here. It shows the different license created by, from Creative Commons. We have public domain, CC BY share alike, then CC BY non-derivative, if I'm not mistaken, no non-commercial, and so on. So I'll share the videos and you can find it. Then I'll go direct on how to upload a picture on Wiki Commons, practical session on how to upload a picture on Wiki Commons. Okay. The first thing which you want to, so there's two things which you have to consider. If let's say for a wiki code, like the one Ruby created, we don't have a picture in that code. So if we don't have picture, where can we find that picture of that particular lady or woman? So the first thing you have to consider, you check first if you have this picture on Wiki Commons. If you don't have it, can you find the picture and is it in a good condition, like are you allowed to upload it as yours, or which license is provided for that particular picture? So for wiki codes, I think for us it will be easy if for most of the created articles in English which has pictures to link them with Wikicode article. So let's go direct on how to upload a picture. If it's a new picture, it's your own picture, let's say you want to upload in a wiki common. You took a picture which is useful to Wikimedia Foundation. You want to upload it in Wiki Commons. The first thing you have to consider, you go to Wikimedia Commons. Can you see my screen well? Hey, Ruby.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, you just go to Wikimedia Commons. And the first thing you have to consider is to have you log into your account. Mine is already there. So if you have an account, you have to log. First of all, you have to log in with your account in Wikimedia Commons. So many it's here already. Then something else you have to consider is you go direct to upload wizard, as I said in my previous in my presentation. Like you have to go direct to upload wizard. This is upload wizard. Then the next step, you select the file. You select the media file to share. Okay, you just click here. For mine, I was having this, I wanted to upload this picture of women gathering during Wikimedia. So you just click the specific picture which you want to upload. You open it. Then once it's done, here's the picture. You go to, just click continue. Then there's a question. This site requires to provide copyright information of this work to make sure that everyone can legally reuse it. So the thing which you want to, you are supposed to ask yourself, this file is this your own work, or is this not your probably it's not your work. So if it's your own work, you can just click this is my own work. Then next. Then here's the image title. What's the description? What is the title of this image? If I just find it for the first time, the first click, what is the meaning of that image? I say like this was the image taken during Wikimania conference. So women gathering during Wikimania conference. Then this like you can add caption. I used to take the same image title and just give it as a caption. Also, description, provide all the information that will help others to understand what file represents. So I used to just do the same. Then you have to choose the date this work was created or first published. So you can choose the day this file was created. I think this was November. So then you have to add a category. So we have what is the meaning of category? So you might upload so many pictures in a wiki comment, but if to make the thing easy, like to simplify the work, if you want to search for that picture, which category is this picture? So let's say this is women gathering. Is there a category for women gathering? I don't think so. It's there. If it's women from Tanzania, let's say this I'm Pelagia from Tanzania. So if I can upload my own picture, it could be easy for me to keep a category so that later on, while I'm stitching Pelagia and Jiao, it will be easy to stitch Pelagia under the stitching category. So if I say Pelagia and Jiao, is category is let's say women from Tanzania. So don't just upload it anywhere. You have to look for a certain category which will be easier for you to track that particular picture. So this is the picture for Wikimania conference in 2023. So let me look for category Wikimania. Let's say pages. So I can add this category. Also, we have I can also look for another category. We can add more than one category. This picture is for women. So I can just look for women gathering, probably women gathering. Sorry. Yeah, gathering. I will say women in Wikimania. (2023). I don't see that category. So you can just you can take time and think like you can just go to Wikimania Conference 2023 and see the subcategories. So if you see you find another category which is relating to this picture, it will be easy for you to just add it there. So you can have more than one category. Then once you are done, you just publish it. Here's the picture. So this is done. And you remember in the presentation, I told you like, once you are done, it's not easy for you to edit. So make sure that the description and title of the pictures is like you are assured of probably the description or the meaning of that picture. Yeah, so I'm done with that. Then the last thing which I'll be doing is adding a photo in Wiki code. So if you have questions so far, Ruby, do you have a question in the chat?
Let me see the chart. Are we okay? Are we having questions? Okay, we are good to go. No questions at the moment, which means that we are cool. Everybody seems to be following.
Okay, so let's go to Wikicode. Now we are in Wikicode. We need to upload a picture in Wikicode. The first thing you have to check is your codes. This is my code. This is the content for that particular code. Let's say we just go first to Wikicode. Wikicode. Then English Wikicode. You just write the name of that particular person you want to add a picture. Let's say myself, I wanted to add a picture of Alicia Estanza. She is a woman from Tanzania. Alicia Escanza. She has a quote. She has a quote in Wikicode, English Wikicode. So I said like, is a Tanzanian economics and current ambassador of Tanzania to the United States of America, and the biography of this woman. So once you click this Alicia Kanza, it will take you direct to Wikipedia article. So it's linked to Wikipedia article. One more thing, let's go direct first to uploading a picture. So if I want to upload a picture on in this Wikicode, let's go to edit. Then I don't have a video now. So just go to, I used to do really editing, just write. So if you have a video edit, you can just go to add an image. You just write the name of, sorry, there's something which I didn't show you. So where should they find this, the picture of Alicia Kang? The first thing I looked at is Wikipedia. She has a Wikipedia account. I mean, she has a Wikipedia article, sorry. And the article, it has a picture. So I wanted to take a picture from the same picture in Wikipedia, meaning that the picture is in Wiki Common. You cannot upload any picture from any other source rather than Wiki Common. So whatever the picture which you can find it in Wikipedia articles is from Wiki Common. The same name in Wiki Common simplify or make it easy for you to upload in Wikipedia quotes, Wikipedia article or wiki quotes or whatsoever. So the first thing you have to upload it in Wikicom. So the picture which is in Alicia Khan's article is from Wikicommon, as I did it in practically. So Alicia Khan's here. You see there's a picture for Alicia Khan's. So if you want to see how is it written in Wikicommon, you just double click it and go to more information. If you go to more information, this is how the name of the picture in Wikicommon is in the picture of Alicia Cancer is in Wikicommon. So as you see, there's a license, who did this uploading, Rosie, and also all the information. So this is how the name of whatever this the file name, this name here, it will be the same in Wikicode, Wikipedia article, and so on. So this is how the file is in the Wiki format. I'll go to file, this line. Then I have to write exactly name on how it's written in Wiki format. And I think we have something known as the info box. So probably in the next presentation, we'll know more about how to create a new article and info box and all that. So this is how the name is in Wikicommon. Then go to this launch. Looking for this. I don't have this in. Okay. So this one. Then this is how the picture is in Wikicommon. So just how will it appear in Wikicode? Just say Alicia Cancer. Alicia. Sorry. Cancer. Sorry. But if you're using a visual edit, it's so easy to just go there and find and add it on from Wikicommon. So you just after adding this, you preview the picture, the article. There's still not here. There's something probably I didn't keep it well. If you're using a visual edit, so these brackets are not fine. Visual editing, it will show you how to. It will just give you direct on how to add a picture on Wiki Commons. Sorry, on Wiki Commons. So Alicia, so this has to be here. Pause. Okay. So just here's the picture. So if you're using visual editing is easy, and it can show you, it can like it will be easier to direct you on how to upload. So you cannot just use really editing like this one. So if you're using a visual editor, it will direct you easy. So once you upload the picture, you can preview it and find it here. This is Alicia Kanza with the name. Then after you're done, you publish it. Now you can see the picture of Alicia Kanza, and she said in a wiki quote, and the same picture is in a Wikipedia, and this Wikipedia article, and the same picture is in Wiki Commons. So that's how we can upload your picture on Wiki quotes. Yeah, do you have a question so far?
No questions at the moment, but I hope that we're on track. I guess we're all on track. If anybody has any more questions, we can ask, but it's very simple, like Peggy has already demonstrated. And then if you have specific things to ask, you can also ask as well. Okay, Adamu has given a thumbs up. Yeah, Peggy, are you almost done?
Yes, I'm almost done.
I think we have just a few minutes left.
Yes, 7 minutes.
We can take our group photo before we end the meeting. Okay, Merit says thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so we are taking a group photo. Ruby,
Okay. So can we?
if you're good, can you just turn on your camera?
I think maybe you should stop sharing, then we can have everybody on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, so can we on our camera? So let's take a beautiful photo. If possible, if you're comfortable. Cheese. So it's just myself and Merit. Merit already has a picture on the profile. So those who don't like to show your cameras, I think we should be getting pictures on our profiles like Merit.
I don't need to show my face.
I know, right? You have saved yourself the wahala.
You have a picture there.